Hi, this is Suzanne from SL Crafts, and today I'm going to show you how to assemble my Dress Favour Box. Now this template works particularly well with directional pattern papers, and you'll find all of the information on my Etsy shop. So let's get started. Okay, so once you have everything cut out, you need to begin by folding and burnishing all of these score lines on these 4 pieces. Then taking one of the side pieces, apply some glue to the long tab and attach it to the box front like this, making sure that it's lined up along that score line. Then do the same with the other side piece. Now I've only cut the 2 sides out of patterned paper, as they're the only 2 pieces that are going to be seen once it's been assembled. The front and back of the box are just plain white cardstock, but you can cut all of the pieces out of patterned paper if you want to. Okay, so that's the 2 side pieces attached. Next you want to take the back piece and apply some glue along one of the long tabs. Then attach it to the side piece like this, making sure that it's all lined up along that score line. Then glue the other long tab to the other side. You can then press it down from the inside with a bone folder or a ruler. Then apply some glue to this tab at the top, fold it over, and again you can press it down from the inside to secure it in place. Then you can close the box, and that's the inside part finished. Okay, so now you're going to need the 6 dress pieces. So there were 3 for the front and 3 for the back. So these are the back pieces that have got the little cutout section at the base. So taking this piece first, which is the first pleat, just apply some glue just down the centre, leaving the 2 sides unglued. Then attach it to the back piece, so lining up that cutout section at the base. Then do the same with the second pleat piece, again just putting glue down the centre, then lining it up, just making sure that it's all straight at the base. Then give it a good press down with your bone folder. Then you need to do the same with the front pieces. So the idea is that once the box is assembled, the pleat pieces are going to be raised up a little bit, just to give them a bit of dimension. This second pleat piece needs to be centred along the base and at the waist. Make sure it sits flat, and again just give that a good press down. Okay, so now that the 2 dress pieces are done, you need to find the back of the box, so the bit with the cutout section. Then apply some glue, and taking the back dress piece, you want to make sure that that cutout section is lined up and that it sits flat. And that it's centred at the waist. Then apply some glue to the front of the box and to this piece here, so just from the waist up. Then line it up at the base and at the shoulders, making sure that everything matches and that nothing's overlapping. Then check that it sits flat. Then press it all down with your bone folder. Okay, so next you need to take the inside neck piece, and this is going to be glued here. Now you can cut this out of any coloured card you want, but if you're using double-sided card, then you may just want to cut the piece out of tracing paper or vellum, just so that it looks paler, like the inside of a fabric. And this is how it should now look. Next you need to take this long piece, which is for the belt, and before you glue it on, just carefully wrap it around the waist, using the top edge of the pleats as a guide. Then reinforce those fold lines. Apply some glue and carefully line it up. Again, just using that top edge of the pleats as a guide. Then wrap it around. Now I've already cut mine to size, but if you want yours a little bit longer, then just leave it as it is. You may want the end of the belt to be loose. You then have the option of adding a little buckle. So I've cut this one out of silver mirror card, and you would attach it here like this. The other option is to add a bow, and that's what I'm going to be making for this one. So here are the pieces you're going to need for the bow. So just start by curling the two ends of this piece, and do the same with this small piece. Then apply just a tiny dot of glue to the centre of this piece, and stick one of the ends down without folding it. Then turn it around and do the same with the other end. Then apply some more glue to the centre and attach this small rectangular piece to it. Apply glue to both ends and then wrap it loosely around the bow, securing it in the centre. Then with these two end pieces, just glue them together at the narrow end, at whatever angle you want. And glue the bow on top. Just making sure that's in the centre. And then that's going to go here. Okay, so whilst I'm leaving that to dry, I'm going to take my bone folder, or you could use a ruler for this as well, and carefully go underneath the pleats, gently lifting them up without folding them. I do the same on both sides and on the back of the dress as well. And there you can see from underneath how it should look. Okay, so the final thing to do now is just to glue the bow on. Try to get it in the centre, or you could put it to one side if that's how you want it to look. And there it is. The little dress box is finished. Now I've got another example here that I've made using a polka dot pattern. I've used the silver buckle on this one, and I also made a red bow just to show that you could have it on the back as well. I've also made this white version that I've outlined with a silver pen, and I've added a white ribbon around the waist instead of the belt. So this could be more like a wedding dress, especially if you add some paper flowers to it. And these dress boxes also work perfectly with my shirt boxes, and I'll have a link for those coming up at the end. And there they are, Dress Favour boxes that you can make using your own pattern paper.